What someone could find if they were to reflect on how they see themselves is that they don't have a very empowering view of themselves. They might find that they view themselves as worthless, unlovable, and even useless. Having this view is likely to mean that they will have suffered over the years and continue to do so. If so, their life is going to be anything but fulfilling, and they might even question why they are even alive. Each day is then likely to be a battle, and, as opposed to seeing life as a gift, it could be seen as a curse. But, based on how they see themselves, it is to be expected that they wouldn't have a very pleasant time on this earth. Moreover, they are not going to believe that they are worthy of living a life that is worth living. Still, this is not to say that they won't have moments when they will hope that it will change for the better. There is the chance that they won't have anyone in their life that is supportive and makes it clear, both directly and indirectly, that they are valuable and lovable. Instead, they could have a number of people in their life that don't treat them very well. For example, at least one person in their life could be overly critical, and they might go even further and physically harm them. What this person will do is validate how they see themselves. When they are at work, that's if they have a job. They could also be surrounded by people who are just as unsupportive. And as with their personal life, they could often be pulled down and undermined. As a result, they could have the desire to walk away from where they work and never go back there again. However, thanks to how they see themselves, they might not believe that they have another option. At this point, after being able to see that they don't have a very positive view of themselves, they could wonder why they are this way. After this, what could enter their mind is that they were simply born this way. Due to this, there is going to be very little that they can do to change their life, meaning that they will just have to tolerate what is going on. Nonetheless, regardless of how long they have been this way, it doesn't mean that they were born this way or that they are unable to change their life. If this is how they have been for as long as they can remember, it could show that their early years were not very nurturing. This may have been a time when one or both of their parents deeply wounded them. So, throughout this stage of their life, they may have been physically harmed, verbally put down, and neglected. The trouble is that as they were egocentric, they would have personalized what took place, with this playing a part in how they would see and talk to themselves. In reality, how they were treated was a reflection of what was going on for one or both of their parents and had nothing to do with them. Therefore, they were not mistreated because they were worthless and unlovable. They were mistreated because they were brought up by at least one parent that was not in a good way. Most likely, the parent who mistreated them, assuming it was only one, was projecting their own badness into them and was then responding to a part of themselves that they had disowned. Consequently, it wouldn't have been possible for them to see their child clearly. With this in mind, they will see themselves as worthless and unlovable, as this is how another person saw them when their self-image was being formed. They will be seeing themselves through the eyes of someone who could only see their own disowned darkness being mirrored back to them. What this emphasizes is how important it is for them to see themselves through their own eyes. Naturally, this is not going to happen overnight, as they will be carrying a lot of junk. So with this in mind, if you can see that you don't have a very empowering view of yourself, and this is due to you seeing yourself through the eyes of a parent who mistreated you, then you will know that this doesn't reflect your true nature. And the only reason you see yourself in this way is because you would have personalized how you were treated, and therefore came to believe that you were unlovable, worthless, and other things due to how you were treated. But as I've said, the only reason, most likely, that your parent, or both of your parents and perhaps others, would have treated you in this way is because of their own darkness, their own disowned darkness that they had projected into you. So they were unable to see you clearly. They couldn't see your light. They could only see the parts of themselves that they were not able, not willing to face. And so what this means is that you are not worthless, you are not unlovable, you are not useless or incapable. And for you to know this at the core of your being, you will most likely have beliefs to question, pain to work through, and other things that you will need to do to gradually see yourself through your own eyes. Because this is what you deserve. You deserve to be in touch with your value, your lovability, and this is likely to be something that will take time and a lot of courage and persistence. But the main thing is that you reach out for the assistance that you need to gradually see yourself through your own eyes, because this is what you deserve. If you'd like to find out more about the services that I offer, please go to www.oliverjrcooper.co.uk or email me at info@oliverjrcooper.co.uk, and I'm looking forward to assisting you on your journey.